Welcome back, everybody. I am Kaylee Cavallo, and this is part 2 of our Section 504 informative episodes. Today, we are discussing what to do before, during, and after your 504 meeting or reevaluation meeting. 504 meetings can feel intimidating, but remember, you are required to be part of that decision-making team. You are not there to just listen. You are there to advocate for your child and help design the plan. The more prepared you are, the more productive the meeting can become. Before going to the meeting, make sure you collect any documentation that could be needed, whether this is medical and health documentation, emails between you and staff. All of that stuff needs to be brought with you. If you're there for a reevaluation, then make sure you bring your child's current 504 plan. Write down things that your child's struggling with: homework, panic attacks, frequent visits to the nurse, missed instruction in class, difficulties with things. Specific examples will help the team understand the functional impact, which is the center for eligibility. Make sure you list accommodations that you want to discuss. Schools will often ask parents what they believe would help. You can include things like extended time on tests, break during work, reduced homework load, access to quiet testing space, copies of teachers' notes, and flexible deadlines during mental health episodes. You don't have to be an expert. You just need to be able to describe what barriers your child is experiencing. Don't forget that parents can bring a support person with them. You can bring an advocate, a therapist, or a family member, or in worst cases, your attorney if it's absolutely necessary. A second person there can help you take notes and provide emotional support. During these meetings, it's very important that you as a parent stay focused on access. The purpose of a 504 plan is equal access to education, not special treatment. So you need to try framing your concerns like, my child understands the material, but anxiety is preventing them from demonstrating their knowledge during testing. Ask questions. You have the right to understand this process, so you can ask questions if you have them. How does the team determine substantial limitation? How will teachers implement this accommodation? How will we monitor whether the plan is working or not? Remember to take notes. Write down everything: who attends the meeting, the decisions that are made, accommodations discussed, the next steps that are being planned. This will protect you later from confusion that can arise. A really good thing that you can pay attention to is the vagueness of an accommodation. You want to skip any accommodations that are written out vague. We talked about it in the last episode. You don't want it to say things like provide support as needed. You want it to be very specific. Students may take a 5-minute break after 20 minutes of sustained learning. Specific language really makes the plans enforceable. Don't feel pressure to agree immediately. If something doesn't feel right, you can say, I'd like to review it before formalizing my plans. Parents can request further time to review documents, and more. Make sure you fully comprehend what's being provided for you. Okay, so you've had your meeting. You guys have discussed everything. Accommodations have been brought up. Issues have been discussed. We seem to be in a good spot. Now what you need to do is follow up with that email. Send a follow-up email summarizing the meeting. Say things like, thank you for meeting with me today regarding my child's 504 plan. My understanding is that the team agreed to the following accommodations, and then list them. This creates a written record, which becomes important if problems arise later. One of the most important things that you can remember is that you're not asking for a favor. You are participating in a process designed to ensure that your child receives equal access under federal protections enforced by the U.S. Department of Education for Civil Rights. Participation in this meeting helps keep the conversation collaborative and keeps a focus where it belongs: support and on the student. So now we're a little bit further down the road, and you've noticed that your child's 504 plan really isn't being followed. You feel it's necessary to start taking steps of escalation to make sure that the teachers are following this. Let's talk about those steps. The first thing that I would suggest doing is reaching out to the child's teacher, the one that you feel is most not supporting her with the 504 accommodations. Ask them for some clarification. Clarify implementation issues directly with them. It should solve the issue pretty quickly. Now, if this is still not working, you can send written concerns summarizing what's going on, the issue with dates, and a requested solution to a 504 coordinator or the school administrator. Each of our schools have a different administrator. You should know who yours is. If you don't, I would be happy to help you find that information. The next step after talking with the school administration, if you feel that you are still not getting anywhere or you need more information or more clarification, you can request another meeting. Put it in an email and make it formal. Talk about the meeting, a reevaluation, or even just clarification of a decision. This activates procedural obligations, which again protects you and your child. Sometimes it's even necessary to go beyond that. Meetings will happen and you're still not satisfied with what's going on. You feel that there's still something missing. I would then suggest contacting the district level contact, which is usually the Director of Student Services and Special Education. When you reach out to them, make sure you keep your tone very level. I'm seeking assistance resolving ongoing implementation concerns of my child's 504 plan. They are very, very responsive to emails that get sent above your school level. So don't be afraid to reach out to them. They're there to help you. If you feel that your child is still not receiving the education that they should be getting, and you feel that your complaints about the discrepancies in the 504 plans are still not being taken seriously, you can file a complaint with an external organization such as DESE or the Office for Civil Rights Education Department. There are also advocates that are available to help you through this process. You can contact them through massadvocates.org. They have a phone number, they have a helpline. Staff will definitely get back to you. I have personally spoke with them before. If you feel that you do need to go further and file a complaint with DESE or file a complaint with the Office for Civil Rights, you can go on their websites and find out all the information on how to do so. I definitely gave you a lot of information today, so make sure you pause the video, write things down, or reach out to me if you have any questions. I know that this is exhausting. It's an exhausting fight just to get your child the support that you need. Meetings, emails, disagreements, and feeling like you have to prove your child's struggles over and over again can really take an emotional toll. But there is hope on the other side of that tunnel. Once the right supports are in place and the school truly understands your child's needs, things can change in powerful ways. Students who once felt overwhelmed often begin to regain confidence, participate more fully in class, and finally show the abilities that were there all along. The advocacy journey can be difficult, but it also leads to something incredibly important: a school environment where your child has access and support that they deserve. And every step that you take advocating for them is building a path not just for your child, but for other students who need the same understanding in the future.